The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
Headshot! Shot! 180! Shot! 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 180. Cut. What a shot. What a shot. Shot. What a shot. What a shot. Shot. Oh, shot. 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 What 80. Shot. 180. What a shot. What a shot. Shot. 180. Shot. One eighty. Shut up. Alpha, sit on. 180. 180. Shut. Ready, shot. Shut up. Hey, Alpha, sit on. What is shut up? Sit on, dot. Right there. Ready, sit on. Sit on. Sit on. Sit on, dot. Sit on. Alpha, Alpha, sit on! 180! 180! Sit on! What is it?
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180! Real. Hey, alert! Alert! Stop!
They go play action. Mayfield. That is incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Alert! Real.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
180!
Baker going to give it to Irving. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The Bucs at 2-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
180! Point it right. Stop!
Mayfield now from the 50. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
What's up?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Hey, alert 33. 180. Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry. What's that?
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Owen.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. Now it's Jackson. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Jackson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him down the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
Set. Alert, alert. Run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson will throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Buccaneers 3.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 33. Regular.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33. Regular. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Run. Kings. Pistol. Hey, alert. Done.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Done. 180. What's that?
A run up the middle with Irving. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run here with Irving. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held it to an okay game.
To throw is Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Buccaneers 10, Ravens 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Now 2nd and 9. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
They'll run with Mitchell. And the ball is knocked out. And the Buccaneers have it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what is this?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now they can't bring him down.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. Hey, talk.
Play action. Now Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the
and time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Go ahead.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
180.
Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Looking to throw. And the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Regular. Hey, alert. 180. What's that?
Mayfield to throw it. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Run, run, run. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Raven first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
28. Buccaneers 17. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hey, 180! Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it up. What's that?
Now Mayfield. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
180! What's up?
Mayfield now. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
What's up? 180, done.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Hey, yo.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, report. No, we changed it.
Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
At the 49-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, Alpha, sit hard. You.
Jackson now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
2nd and 10.
13. Get up.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Buccaneers 17.
Now after the touchdown, loop back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
180! What's up?
Mayfield looks to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
180. Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Good. Hey, 180! Back in. Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
No gain on the play.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
36-yard line.
What's up?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
2nd and a couple.
Mayfield off the play fake.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Real. Hurry! Up. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
180! Run. Hey, alert, sir. Regular. What's up?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Alert! Done!
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Jackson to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12. Again, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. On target to his man, likely. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now it's Jackson. He'll try to do it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Brings up 2nd and
So now
10.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malachi Starks. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Buccaneers 24.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He's got Otten. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 35.
To throw, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down and 6 now.
Real. 180! Alert! Point it right.
Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Oh, the RPO, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Jackson going to keep it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Get it out the bud, fuck nigga.
Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Got your ass looking, didn't I? Fuck your timeout, boy.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Oh, nigga. Get that shit out the mud. Get it out the rebound, whore.
Now contact up front.
Get it out the rebound, nigga.
Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks.
Get it out the rebound, nigga.
And you've got to stay more
Sorry,
disciplined than
GB.
that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore,
The victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.